Hey, Council Rock South, how are you?
So we did a gender studies documentary on transgender people and how they feel uncomfortable in their daily lives.
We talk about influences such as friends and family and social media.
In the first interview, we discussed how gender roles have not only changed throughout time, but how they have evolved through social media and changes in perception.
Do you think the movies, TV shows, and video games that kids in today's society are exposed to influence them to be like what that gender stereotypes are portrayed as on media?
Yes. So wait, did you see like TV shows and like movies
and like media?
So yeah. So like on like magazines and stuff too, or no?
Yeah, magazines.
Cause like you know, it's always like girls in like bikinis and like
perfect bodies.
Yes.
Not realistic.
And the guys too, because they always have like the rock hard like 8-packs, and
no one can get an 8-pack.
Yeah. And then like in movies, like I feel like in superhero movies, for example, the guy's always a superhero, and then there's like a girl
that's sexualized.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're here for my pleasure. Have fun watching me kill people.
Yeah. News.
Yeah, I feel like if there is like girls, like there's not. I feel like girls are like very specific. They're like in like weather and like weird things, like or they're just like really. Like they're really like, exposed. Like people always talk about their like clothing more than like what they're actually reporting.
Is our society so judgmental as to unknowingly force kids towards a gender-geared toy or TV show and make them like it in order to avoid being judged?
Yes, because when you're younger you get like boys always get toys that are like trucks and and then girls have like babies, like the mother's role and like
Barbie dolls.
Yeah, and like cooking and stuff, which is
and like I mean right when you get out of the womb, like the guys are always put into blue clothes.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like
In the next clip, we interview Miss B, who talks about how things were traditionally within the family setting versus how they are now.
Parents in today's society forcing our kids to like the normal things their gender is stereotypically supposed to.
Yes. I think from birth, unless parents are really, really aware of it, most people dress their babies girls pink and their baby boys blue, and they want all the trappings of girl boy usually. I think that parents that are a little more aware of gender identities might go with the yellow or the greens and things like that and let their child pick what they want to be. But I think generally society does make people male or female. I think maybe more educated parents, people are maybe that are more in the mainstream, understand that sometimes that's detrimental because there's stereotypes that go with both male and female. So I think that people that are a little more aware tend to do that less, but I think that generally people like people that are male or female and act male and female, and our society, especially parents, make their kids act male and female, and if they don't, they're a little disappointed in them. But maybe as time goes on, again, a little more education, people will let people be whatever they want to be.
Yeah, we interviewed Caitlin Drake as she tells us whether or not your friends will influence how you are as a person.
Do you think your friends easily influence how you act towards the guy you like by giving you advice on how to act more girly to grab that person's attention?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I think they like help me be more outgoing, but not like change whether I'm like more girly or not.
In this last interview with Mr. Potts, we discussed what he thinks the appropriate way is to go about changing genders and the problems kids may face while doing that.
Say your child decided he or she wanted to one day be the opposite sex. Would you allow and accept it? Would you be proud or disappointed? How old would you let them age before letting them make the switch? And would you want to protect them from social media, or would you want them to use social media to empower their voice and become
All right, so the question is, say my son or daughter wanted to change their sex, and how basically, and it's a long question, but you know how long question was. But I think the components of it are very important. So as far as accepting it, certainly. Whatever they feel comfortable with biologically and psychologically in their mind. No one knows themselves better than themselves. As far as determining what age they should do that, I think right off the bat, that is not my forte. You know, it's important not to rush to decisions, right? So as a parent, I would talk to previous patients and health professionals with my child so they can hear the conversation and they can make a decision themselves when best to have that procedure done for their own health and safety. As far as social media goes, well, don't all of us know by now the social media, it's a two-edged sword, right? In other words, it can help us cut through problems, but it can also lead to problems. So you need the right resources, not only speaking with doctors and previous people, previous patients, but you need the right resources through the internet. So socially, I believe it's important that if my son or daughter wanted to be an opposite sex, they should go to the right websites and make the right communications into certain chat rooms where people are legitimate and have legitimate experiences that they can share. Now, another thing with the internet that's going through my head, of course, is the bullying. If my daughter wants to be a boy, and girls in that class, her grade, are bullying her, well, then that's that other sharp edge of the internet, right? So that should be monitored, and I'd have a relationship with my daughter where she could let me know, or we would both know who's bullying you. We'd take care of that right away. I'm not a parent, so maybe a parent would have a better answer. So this is looking from the outside in, folks. McGovern, keep on keeping on. This is good topics to talk about. It's important that we all talk about this, because if we don't, none of us can help each other. Happy end of the year, seniors. Be safe. Pots out.
One, two, three, my baby don't.
You want more of a headshot? Okay, not that close. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, you.
Come on, dude.
I don't do this.
Oh my God.
Yes. You want me to do more?
Well, this interview happened once before, but because of technical difficulties, and this does happen, I'm going to be I'm going to be asked some questions right now.
You sure she has it? Are we sure she has it now?
Am I up too high? Do you want me to go lower?
No, it's going.
Getting like a.
Oh. Sorry. Guys, are you ready?
He's getting a video from the top.
I was just taking pictures.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes it, then what makes it, then what makes it, then what makes it, then what makes it? Love the exception. So why are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance.